Thank you, Dr. Pragnesh,
It
for the
is yours, 15 minutes, and it's yours.
thank you. Thank you for the lovely introduction. And I'm speaking after Dr. Tushar Shah, the eminent speaker. So my job becomes a little more difficult, I understand. Let's move on to the topic. Next slide, please. Now, before we start about casual consultations, let us look at what is a consultation. By definition, a consultation means a meeting with a professional or an expert with the purpose of gaining more information or the act of formally discussing and coming to some conclusion. And in other words, it is a meeting with an expert or a professional in order to seek advice, a consultation with a doctor, lawyer. We are all aware of this. Most of our consultations are in our chambers or now in the COVID era on the virtual platform or even WhatsApp. We do consult these days, a video call. Next slide, please. Now, like Dr. Pragnesh said, a casual consultation is when we are thrown out of guard. So it can, otherwise you can call it a party consultation or a corridor consultation. So that is casual consultation, anywhere and everywhere. This is the very common in India, and this is the casual consultation. People are not serious, and even the doctor is not in a serious mode of listening to the symptoms and giving a solution. It is neither thorough and not in your professional chamber, definitely. It is anywhere and superficial. So many people just say, this doctor told me that, can I take this medicine? It is very superficial and show little interest, non-calent, offhand or out of the blue. We are just taken for surprise. You go to attend a funeral, like Dr. Pragnesh said, and out of the blue, someone asks you, I have this problem. Can I take this? Can I do that? So these are the casual consultations we face. Can I go to the next slide, please? Now, who does this? Now, to tell you all frankly, like Dr. Pragnesh said, all family physicians or any medical professional, be it a specialist, be it a dentist, has sometime definitely experienced this. I don't think anyone is spared of a casual consultation. Who does it? Anyone, relatives, friends, neighbors, acquaintances, and to whom? Along with doctors, even lawyers and chartered accountants are faced with this problem. But they are faced less with this problem because as doctors, they look upon to us for a solution to all their problems. Now, where? Social functions, weddings, parties, colony meetings, funerals, and even in the lift, parking lot, anywhere the questions come across. Now, why do they do that? We wonder why is the particular patient doing it, or any of them for that matter. One of the reasons could be that they want to avoid the fees and easily available. Doctors there, ठीक है, पूछ लो, क्या जाता है? They don't lose anything. And I would say that if you discourage this at a particular point, it doesn't come back. So once you have obliged or you have answered the question to a patient, they keep coming back. So the previous instances itself is a cause for your next consultation offhand. You are taken for granted. Doctors in general, yes, पूछ लो. मैं अभी डॉक्टर तुषार शाह ने बताया कि I am taking aspirin. Can I continue? So we are taken for granted that we will oblige and we will answer anywhere. And as I said, brief discussion to advise, sometimes second opinion, and preface. They do not even look for a preface. You are in the lift and they realize you're a doctor. Are you doctor hai? And they start firing questions on you. The next slide, please. Now, the main difference between a normal consultation and a casual consultation is, as put earlier, your normal consultation is on a virtual platform or your own clinic chamber, whereas a casual consultation could be anywhere and everywhere except your official place of work. These days, we have a virtual platform, we have WhatsApp, but that is all normal consultation. But anytime anyone asks you a question, which is casual. a physician is well prepared in a normal consultation. So you are in your chamber or you are in your thinking cap is on you and you give the solutions. And a casual consultation, you're taken by surprise totally. Now, in your chamber or the virtual platform, the COVID has brought us closer to each one of us. We know that there are modes of payment and we do get a consultation fee either directly or through the platforms. But most of the casual consultations are no free, but always free. And what you need is a proper diagnosis and a management protocol, which can be done only in a normal consultation. In a casual consultation, we cannot commit anything, cannot come to any conclusion. So this is the disadvantage of a casual consultation. Next slide, please. How do you tackle it? Now, the family physicians play a very important role in society. So we are faced with these casual consultations more often than not. And once a casual consultation comes in front of you, you have to make a decision whether you have to say a no or a yes. If you decide that it has to be a no, most of the time it will be a no because you don't want it casually, but at the same time, you don't want to discourage the person or spoil your relationship with the person. But the tips to, very casually and in a very competent or a diplomatic way, divert the topic. Divert the topic, sideline the topic, and make a passing remark saying, okay, we'll catch up later. I'll look at you at the clinic and these things. And you can also straight away tell them that we are on the wrong platform. Your case requires more consideration. I need to look into your reports. You can hand out your visiting card and tell them to get back to you at the clinic or your virtual platform. You can share the link with them. Specify your consulting hours and your consulting chamber address or your virtual platform. Nowadays, we can consult online as per the Government of India. And in the days to come, I think it's going to stay and even increase. You also make it sure to them that you will do justice to their time as well as yours if they come to your clinic and not in a casual atmosphere. Please, the next slide. Now, an example of a second opinion. We have all faced this. The person has been going to a consultant or a specialist, and they look at you, they say, okay, this is my family doctor, and they want to take this doctor has advised surgery to me, and this doctor has told like this, can I go ahead with that? Especially this comes very often with your relatives. Maybe it may be your aunt, your cousin, or anyone. So such cases, you make it clear to them that you may be the aunt or the cousin, and you're a physician too, but definitely you're not their physician, because their surgeon or whoever has suggested something, he is the best person to decide for him. We do not know the total history, whereas the specialist is aware of their whole case, and we should not oblige and give any opinion there. Some factual information here and there about symptoms of disease, could it be this, that, it is allowed. But giving proper medical information or coming to a judgment in such situations is definitely not right. And remember one thing, friends, even friends and relatives are not immune from suing us. Another thing is, once you give a casual consultation, I think I have faced this a lot. In the beginning of my practice, I used to concede to patients and give relatives call up. I used to tell that, and it leads to recurrent calls and more and more of these consultation. Once you oblige, it becomes a habit. Not only your relatives, the second line, third line, everyone keeps calling you and asking you things. So it is up to us to decide and put a stop to it.
Ma'am, you need to convince patient in 2 minutes.
Yes. Next slide, please. Yeah. We are, family physician has to give a comprehensive medical care to all the patients of all ages. Now, this is an opportunity for us. These are the exceptions where we bring a cheer, and many a lonely and elderly person is there in the crowd who needs a cheer, you bring a smile to their faces. You give a very positive demeanor, talk to them very nicely. For example, now for the vaccination, we can motivate them positively. And this is the opportunity for us to connect with the people. The family physician is the primary contact for any family, any patient, any person. So you connect with them and expand your network. We are medical professionals. So in the case of a real emergency, whether it is in a car park or anywhere, lift, if somebody has an emergency or a sudden attack of something, we definitely have to give them first aid and make arrangements to transport them to the nearby medical center. These are the exceptions when you do not want to just sideline or change them. Next slide, please. I'll finish in 2 minutes. Next slide. Yeah, as we give a comprehensive care to patients of all ages, the family as a whole. And so they look upon to us. So we bring us, this is the opportunity for us to talk well to the family with a cool, composed manner and boost the patient's morale so that the whole family gets attached to us. I'm sure if you bring a smile to an elderly, the person will want to come to you recurrently. And this is what is the opportunity for us in such casual consultations. And create an atmosphere where the patient or the elderly person is communicating with us. Next slide. The motto for all these situations, casual consultations should be gentle and charming. Bring a smile to them. A smile brings you closer to everyone. Do not concede to requests and encourage. And telephonic requests, I just suddenly get a X-ray and an ECG saying, this is my mother's ECG and X-ray. Is it wrong? Anything. So we cannot give anything without knowing the history, without knowing the previous thing of the patient. We really cannot give any conclusion. So these are all very common with the relatives. So be firm with them. And in the COVID era, of course, in all the parties, there are hardly even conferences are virtual today. But remember, we have to maintain social distance and masking in the COVID era. Be supportive and positive when required. As a conclusion, I just have to say a few things. In India, it is very common only because medicines are available over the counter and the pharmacists keep, dispensing the medicines with the old prescriptions. So this is a very common practice in India, and that is why can I continue to take this? Casual consultations are very common. Of course, casual consultations have their own benefits, challenges, and pitfalls. We should be smart enough to know when to say a no and navigate them to your own benefit. Do safety networking, use these opportunities, identify the challenges. And lastly, I would like to say medicine is an art. And so is the art of tackling casual consultations. Each one of us would have developed some ways to stop them or divert them. Accept the reality and handle all of them with real calm and cool demeanor. Remember, a smile is the shortest distance between two people. So even in a casual consultation atmosphere, please be smiling. Don't show that you are very irritated or thing, because any one of them could be a lifelong patient. And all the best to all of you to tackle this. I'm sure we are facing this not just once in a way, very frequently. More so in the COVID era, we have seen it. So wish you all the best to handle these situations. I'm ready to take up some questions or to share some life experiences.
Ma'am, no casual questions, please, today. Thank you, Dr. Preetiben, for covering the
Thank you for
topic
the opportunity.
so nicely, because I know it was a so difficult topic as in the practical situations to difficultly handle the casual consultation. For the want of time, we'll quickly move on to the next session. Can you
Thank
move
you for
back
the
to the?
opportunity given. Thank
Thank
you.
you, ma'am.